It definitely got colder and I didn't feel like getting out. So I didn't get out for anything. I'm just gonna go to the library now and charge. Try and make it to the library and charge. Look at that as well. These insoles smell horrible from the boots. Very well hydrated today. Very well hydrated today, guys. I think I left the power bank in there. Hold on. Yeah, I think I left the power bank in my box. Check. Oh, it's fucking cold, man. It's probably right around 10 degrees right now. Cold enough. But the birds don't want to eat anything today, man. I think I left the power bank in here. I didn't pick it up. Where's the power back? Oh, it's back there. Fucking freezing, god damn it. Definitely don't want to leave anything, any wires or power banks in there. Yeah, we're not getting any cutoffs right now. Right after we charge, to get in the queue for the numbers. I didn't feel like getting up for any breakfast because I know it's poison anyway. I wasn't burping too much, so I didn't feel like getting up and ruining my stomach.
He is the only way, bro. That's the only way.
Allah.
Yeah, these insoles won't stop folding up in the boots, even though I got socks on. It's pretty fucking ridiculous. Throw them away. Why the fuck is this sidewalk always so busy? Yeah, so I mean, to prevent any kind of fucking hacking like we had yesterday, we just gotta run that script every day with the tethering apps and network stack and all the rest of it, because it they seem to be grabbing the phones again. Sometimes it'll last, it'll last a few days, 2 days, 3 days. They grab it again. It's pretty obvious.
Tricky situation to turn over much.
Yeah. See, I won't be here for 2 hours. Yeah. I told my sister and her friend as well. So I must
So, like I said, there's some people online right now, and some people on Twitter. Talking about a jet fuel hoax. That there is no way the fuel capacity of all the jetliners is overestimated, because there's no way to fit all that fuel in the jets, and especially in the wings. And yeah, it's definitely true. So if there's no jetliners that have that kind of capacity of fuel, if there's no jetliners that have that kind of capacity for fuel, why would jetliners without any fuel essentially melt the steel columns of the World Trade Center? Because they don't have any fuel, right? The fuel capacity is that they say they have is overestimated by 100%, 90%, whatever. And if you can, if you don't have that much fuel in the jetliners, you're saying, they're saying the fucking steel columns of the World Trade Center melted. And if you don't have fuel, how the fuck would they melt? the jetliners don't have that kind of fuel capacity, how the fuck would they melt? Like I said, guys, it's a lot of pretending, a lot of fakery. That's what these people are into. That's how they came about. That's what they know how to do. That's their trade. It's not, it's not just the Jews. It's everybody. It's the overwhelming number. There's an overwhelming number of sources on that list that are not Jews. And all of them cause some kind of problem, when it comes to this issue in their bag, and whether or not they stole it from a white guy, all the rest of it. But that's pretending and fakery is their number one trade. Pretending and fakery is their number one trade. So they can say, oh, the jetliner fuel. The jetliner fuel that does not exist melted the steel columns. Yeah, of course it did. Because everybody pretended that it did. Everybody pretended that it did. Understand? That's how they operate. The power of collective lying, collective pretending, collective fakery. Yeah. So, it's I think it's pretty hilarious. The level of pretending that these assholes are doing this decade is extreme. It's obscene. Like I said, the Torah and the Talmud say that, Jesus Christ, this fucking sidewalk is not moving, guys. The Torah and the Talmud say that the Gentiles don't have any redeeming qualities. What Gentiles? You're all Jews. That's why you're transgender, like I said. But that's what they tell us. They constantly remind us in the Torah and the Talmud that the Gentiles have no redeeming qualities. I agree. And if you people count as Gentiles, you are non-redeeming. Like I said, fakery and pretending is their number one trade. The jetliners with no fuel melted the steel columns of the World Trade Center. The jetliners with no fuel melted the steel columns of the World Trade Center. Pretending and fakery, that's their number one trade. That's how they came about into existence after the mud floods. Understand? After the mud floods and everybody was dead, and when everybody left, that's how they came about, pretending and fakery. Understand? That's their number one trade. It's always going to be their number one trade for as long as they exist.
It's not proof.
Tell me what they asked for.
It's fucking cold, man. like I said, it is true that jet fuel, jet fuel and the capacity that they say these jetliners have, you cannot have that much jet fuel because it's too heavy. Especially in the wings. The wings are not there to hold your weight. The wings are there to provide some lift. They're not there to hold fucking, you don't put the passengers in the wings. Understand? The wings are there for lift, not to hold fuel. And they need to be light. That's the whole point of the fucking jetliner. It needs to be light. You're not gonna fit that many fucking, several thousand gallons of fuel in the fucking wings. And it's true, they are deceiving us. It's a mass deception. I mean, imagine how many people are involved in that conspiracy alone. Imagine how many people are involved in the jet fuel conspiracy. Imagine how many people are involved in the UEFI conspiracy with Super IO, with fake Super IO firmware. Imagine how many people are involved in the COVID conspiracy. Imagine how many people are involved in the 9/11 conspiracy, plus the jet fuel that didn't exist. These people are mentally ill. Yeah, when you put it all together, you realize that you're dealing with delusional schizophrenics. Yeah, they're mentally ill, irredeemable, just like the Talmud in the Torah says. Definitely agree. If you want to count these people as Gentiles, I agree. They are irredeemable. And the Jews are right about something, finally. Finally, the Jews are right about something this time. If you put it all together and you compile it all together, how much shit they've been lying about, you realize the level of insanity that you're dealing with. Including space. Look at NASA. Something about going to space when they know they're not going anywhere. Now, like I said before, it's not Elon Musk putting rockets into space. Anybody can do that. Anybody can launch a rocket. It just doesn't. It cannot be guided. Yeah, you cannot have a guidance system in a missile or a rocket, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. And now he's 100.
Understand? That's what you need to realize. You're dealing with mass insanity. Mass insanity. If you're white. And like I said before, you need to understand this and understand it fully. This kind of lying only affects you when you're white. It rarely affects non-whites. It doesn't matter. In the non-white third world, in the undeveloped world, it doesn't matter. It matters when you're white. It matters when you're white a lot more than to any other race that they're fucking liars. Yeah, it matters only when you're white. In the third world, undeveloped world, it doesn't matter. They don't have any developing economy to concern themselves about jet fuel, 9/11, false flags, wars. They don't even concern themselves with COVID. It was entirely a Western fabrication. The third world doesn't give a shit about no fucking pandemic or COVID or fucking jet fuel and rockets and space and wars in the Middle East or Zionism. It only affects you when you're white. And you're dealing with mass mass delusional, a massive amount of delusional fucking schizophrenics. If you are white, if and when you are white, you are dealing with a massive amount of delusional schizophrenics. You understand? In the third world, it doesn't matter if they're being lied to. They don't give a shit about no fucking jet fuel, 9/11, Zionism, fucking COVID and fake pandemics and all the rest of it, and wars in the Middle East and now all the rest of it. It affects you when you're white. Only when you are white does it affect you. Understand? That's the way it is. It's all designed to affect you if you're white. Your fake fucking elections in America and the celebrities saying, oh, we're going to leave because Trump got elected. Why the fuck didn't you leave when Ronald Reagan got elected? Yeah, it only affects you when you're white. And that's what you need to realize about this clique in the West. They are wholly interested.
I just applied for mine.
They are wholly interested in deceiving you and lying to you. That's the only thing that they're interested in doing. That's the whole point of this government and Congress. The whole point of these people is to deceive you and to lie to you if you are white. And it only affects you when you are white. Understand? That's their whole idea. That's the whole idea of democracy. Is to deceive you and to lie to you. And it only affects you when you're white. Anyway. We got about an hour to charge over here, and we gotta go back to this train. You need to understand how large this conspiracy is. There's not a single fucking government in the world, third world, first fucking world, anywhere in the world that will tell you anything about Tartaria, including the Nazis. Including the Nazis. The Nazis didn't do any justice to the Tartari people that preceded them because they didn't mention Tartaria, and they should have. They should have been in every fucking newspaper when they took over. Was it in the newspaper when they took over? No, it wasn't. You need to understand that the conspiracy and the amount of lying that these assholes do is monumental. Monumental. That's the only thing that they're capable of doing. That's why, like I said, it's all dog shit. It's all dog shit. And you need to understand this if you're white, and you need to be with me on this when I say that it's entirely dog shit to the fucking core. Worthless fucking dog shit motherfuckers. And you need to be with me on this if you're white. They're dog shit. They're dog shit. You know, there's something to be said about strength in numbers, and they know this. That's why there's so many transgender folks in these cities, and you can't find a single normal male or a normal woman. Every now and then you might see one, you might see a woman around here. Strength in numbers, loyalty to the condition that they all share, which is transgenderism. Strength in numbers, and they know this. That's how they did Genghis Khan. That's how they did the Ottoman Empire, the Persian Empire, and the fucking Roman Empire as well. Strength in numbers. They know this. That's why you have so many people in parliament. That's why you have fucking 400, 500 people in fucking Congress. That's why you have so many of these fucking governments all over the fucking place. And the last one that they invented was the European Parliament. Another fucking government on top of all the fucking local governments that these countries in Europe have. They needed to have a European Parliament as well. Another 500 fucking idiots in there as well. Strength in numbers. That's why there's so many of them in government. Strength in numbers. I mean, ask yourself this question. Do you really need to have 400 plus members in the House? Do you need to have 200 fucking people in the Senate? Do you really need to have so many branches of government? Do you really need to have a European Parliament on top of the, governments that these European countries have to, do what? Do what? I mean, why do you think they need so much government? I mean, a European Parliament on top of the local fucking governments that these countries have? Isn't that like a lot of government, guy? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Doesn't make any sense at all. Lying fucking cunts. Lying, deceitful motherfucking bastard cunts. Lying motherfucking bastard fucking breed of heifer fucking cunts. Fucking cunt! That's right, guys. That's their only purpose. That's why they create so many fucking governments around the world. And the latest creation was the European Parliament. So they can lie to you some more. That's right. That's right. Bye.